All right. I think we are officially live here on this Monday morning. I am going to give this about a minute or two, and then we are going to kick off our Monday mindset. This is the third time doing this, third Monday in a row, and it's something I'm going to continue to do. And I would definitely encourage you to listen to Maisie and Brody barking at someone outside. So let's see. Let's see if we can get this under control. All right. Man, timing was perfect on that. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about here today is positive, really mindset, but energy. And to me, there is a little bit of a difference, but there's huge power in it. And I'm going to share with you an example of something that had happened about 2 weeks ago. And then I'm going to hopefully get you, thinking about this yourself and how you can actually either manufacture it yourself or find people that can help you with this, which I think is really, really important. As long as we can get these dogs to calm down here. And it's funny because who was it? Scooby Life, I think, said something about, Ella and Luna just ran to the TV. All right. So anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about here this morning. Hopefully we get the dogs under control here. This is funny. What's up? Good morning, Gio. Let's see, Justin. That's my Zoom meeting background noise every time someone walks by. Oh, that's funny. All right. Good morning, Karen. Yes, you're ready for the week. Awesome. Who else is ready for their week? Let's take a little poll here. Who is ready for the week? Dogs are having positive energy. Gio, you are absolutely right. Man, I wish we had some of that, right? That we could just inject into our life. That's awesome. So let me know in the comments, guys, who's ready for this week. Now, again, I'm going to officially kick this off here because I am going to turn this into a podcast episode as well. These are going to be between 10 and 15 minutes long. That is it on our Mondays. If you want to be part of our Take Action Morning crew, head on over to takeactioncrew.com and you can go ahead and join us over there. I'm also going to send out a follow-up email or even an email before we go live sometimes and letting you know on these Monday mindsets. I'm going to continue to do these. I think these are really, really important. The thing that people don't realize, and it's hard, is that how much of your mind and your, even the inside, right? Like your heart in it has a lot to do with your success because, to be honest with you, it gets tough at times, especially when you're not getting the results that you want or you're losing if you're in a game. My daughter's experienced this firsthand, and she's learning to deal with it. And it's great because all my kids have really been through this, whether it's sports, whether it's, competing in a piano, competition. It doesn't matter. You're still going to be battling and fighting things in your head. And we have to get out of our own way a lot of times. And for us business people, we're always looking at the numbers. We're looking at the metrics. We're looking at, other people's numbers. We're comparing, and we can't always do that. But we do have to stay positive, and it's not always easy. So that's what we're going to do here. All right. So it looks like we're about ready. We got the dogs all calmed down, and it looks like you guys are ready to rock as well. All right. So here we go. I'm going to officially kick this off. If you guys are just tuning in, I was just kind of saying hello to everyone and officially getting this thing ready. And we're going to, like I said, it's going to be about 10 or 15 minutes tops. All right. There really won't be any Q&A here. I'm trying to keep these short so this way here we can get on, get out. But these are designed for you to be able to get a little bit of my own energy, inject it into your week, and go on out there and crush your week. All right. So this is my way of doing that. All right. So if you have any questions, though, drop them in the comments. We will try to answer these on a Wednesday or Friday. Friday will be our jam session. And if you guys are brand new, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that's the schedule that we do here. It's very similar to the podcast. All right. So here we go. Let's get my notes up here, make sure I have my key points because I want to get to it. All right, here we go. All right, guys, welcome to another Monday Mindset. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I think is super important, and that is how do you become a winner through positive energy? And it's funny, I'm going to share a story with you that has nothing to do with business, but it could be applied to business, and I apply it to business a lot. And I actually wanted to share this because it showed me once again that if you really want something, if you really, really want something and you believe that you can go out there and get it, doesn't matter how successful you are now, doesn't matter if you're playing a sport, how fast you are right now, how strong you are right now, how big you are right now. If you've got the energy, if you've got the mindset, then you can get out there and win at whatever you're trying to achieve. All right. Now, when we play sports, we're always trying to win, right? That's what we're trying to do. When we are in business, I actually gamify business. And what that means is I'm always looking at targets. I'm always looking at, okay, how do I measure this so I can see a win or progress, right? To me, a win is progress. Where were we a week ago? Where are we now? Okay. But really what I want to go over here on this Monday Mindset is really sharing with you the power in positive energy. And I'm not talking woo-woo stuff here. I'm not saying like we have to, close our eyes and we have to wish for things and we have to wear, certain stones on our wrist or whatever. Like if that works for you, great. What I'm talking about, and a lot of people say, Scott, how do you get so much energy? You can tell right now, like the way that I'm talking, I'm very passionate about it. I'm feeling it. I believe in it and I'm projecting it. Okay. Now I'm going to share a story with you on how this works in anything that you do, but I'm going to share something that happened recently to my daughter and that we experienced. And I'm like, do you see that? That is what I'm talking about. That is what we have to emulate. And not everyone can do it right out of the gate because they're not born to be high energy. Okay. But when I'm talking right now, and if you're listening to this on the podcast, if you're watching this right now, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but do you actually get a little fired up? Do you get a little excited? And I'm not doing that purposely, like, oh, I'm going to show up here and I'm going to act all energetic. It's just the way that I am. And you can ask anybody and they'll be like, sometimes, be like, Scott, quiet down. We're in this place, quiet down. You're getting a little loud. People over there are going to hear you. The thing is I get excited and that's where that energy comes from. Okay. Now, sometimes I need to have someone else help me get high energy, get me excited, right? And that's what I want to talk about with you guys here today too, because you don't always wake up in the morning and go, energy, yes, I'm going to go crush the day. How can we find that? How can we inject that in our own life if we don't have it? Or how can we remind ourselves to kind of switch the gear, right? Like switch it on and be able to more or less, I don't want to say fake it, but start telling yourself the story that, wait a minute here, time out. I'm being negative. I'm being non-positive. That is not helping me, right? Have you ever, went through the day and just everything just kind of annoys you, or everything is just kind of like, yep, that went wrong. That's how my day is going to go. It's like already negative, right? Little story here. My daughter literally just yesterday, we got back from a tournament yesterday. This morning was opening up one of those yogurt things with the granola. And she pulls the thing off and all of the granola went all over the counter. Right. And the first thing I did, I was like, oh my gosh. Right. And then I was like, well, what are you going to do? Dogs are going to be able to eat some granola now this morning. Right. But she could have been like, oh, great. That's how my day is going to go. Now, everything this day is going to go wrong. Right. Have you ever done that? I know I have in the past, but I correct myself to now I just take a second and I'll be like, all right, well, there's the worst thing that's going to happen to me today, right? Like turn it into almost laughing at it and then being like, you know what? It's only going to go up from here, right? Like it's hard. You spill all the coffee grounds all over the place. Done that. How do you not like, oh, this is the way this day is going to go? Then you do something else and something else happens. Sometimes you just got to take a reset. But the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because we personally can be the director of our day, and we are the director of our day. And if we allow the negativity to take over, that's how our day will go. Okay. But let me share the story real quick. So my daughter was playing in a beach volleyball tournament. She's been every weekend. We've been going. We literally just got back last night around 10 o'clock. And it was great weekend. She played in actually 2 tournaments in one day, which we'll probably not do that again. But she did the 14U and then the 16U, and actually got a third place in the 14U, which was great. She got a bid to one of these bigger tournaments. And then in the 16s, they didn't do that great, but she's playing 16. She's only 13, but getting more touches. Back to my story. So about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, there's this girl that we played probably around maybe a month ago in Clearwater, I think it was. And man, oh man, let me just tell you something. She is probably one of the shorter girls, okay? And she has got more energy than 10 girls. And I don't mean energy where she can jump. She can jump. I'm talking like she's like cheerleading her team. Even if they didn't get the point, that's all right. We got the next one. I mean, she is just taking that energy to the next level, right? They get a point. Yeah. All right. Like, I mean, going crazy in a positive way. Okay. Never any negativity. After every play, she's fired up. Doesn't matter if they got the point, they didn't get the point. And I said to my daughter, who's pretty positive, I go, do you see her right there? She thinks she's 6 foot tall. She plays like she's 6'5", and she runs around so fast. And I believe that a lot of her success comes from her high energy and being positive. So we experienced that. Then we went to a tournament last weekend. She was there again. Same thing. Like she's got this high energy. And so her parents were there. So we asked her parents, we said, man, we just love her energy. She's so fired up. She's such a promoter of her partner. She's just always positive. Where did that come from? And she goes, actually, she read something or watched something that talked all about mindset and being positive no matter what. So here's a 13-year-old kid that read something or listened to something that clicked, that switched something for her. And from that point forward, she said, I am going to be positive. I am going to have energy. I am going to be the best that I can be and do the best that I can. I'm going to leave it all out there in the court, right? But now guess what? Her partners, every single partner that I've seen her with so far, they take on that same type of attitude, that same type of energy. Now, is she the best player? No. Does she play hard? Yes. Does she get the ball that some other girl might give up on? Yes. Because she's fired up. She's got all this energy. And now she's taking that energy and she's giving it to her partner because her partner's like, oh my gosh, I got to step up here. Right? So the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because in business, you can surround yourself with just people that are downers, that are always thinking like nothing works. Or you can hang around with people that are like, guess what? Life is not always going to work out as planned. But if you keep trying, if we keep pushing, we'll get there. And guess what? We're going to learn something. We're going to learn something. So the one thing I want you to take away here today is if you are not kicking up your energy level just a little bit, and you know what? You might need to go out and take a walk, put a little exercise in life. That does help, by the way. All right. But you need to consciously think to yourself, am I rising to the best that I can be? Am I really giving it all of what I can give? Right. And if the answer is no, which for most of us, we can always give more, then you need to kick it up a notch. And you know what? You might need to listen to the podcast on Mondays or come to a coffee talk on Monday, and I will help you get that energy, right? I will be that teammate for you, but you got to show up here, right? I can't go to your house and bring you here. You got to show up here, right? And I'm doing this because I know the power in it. I know the power of my own life. When I'm around someone that's high energy and they want to compete at a different level and they want to go up here, I'm going up here. Right? The minute I go down here, I'm going to start adapting some of these traits, some of these qualities that are not going to help me and benefit me. All right. So the key takeaway is here for you is to either take your energy up to the next level or find someone that can get you to that level. And whether that's listening to a podcast, whether that's tuning in here, whether that's finding someone that you feel like that when you're around, get around that person more. All right? Because I'm telling you right now, if you want to be successful, you have to keep pushing. Because there's going to be times that you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to say, this isn't working. I want to give up. And you can't, because it's totally up to you. Your destiny is up to you. Are you going to have things that get in your way? Absolutely. But that's going to also teach you. And one last thing I'm going to leave you with, and I heard this past weekend. There's a book out there, and I forget who wrote it, and I haven't read it, but the cover's perfect. All right. And the cover was this. I forget who wrote it, but it doesn't matter at this point. What matters is what it said on the cover. Okay. It said win, or maybe it was winning or losing. And the losing was crossed out and it said learning. Winning or learning. Never losing. Okay. And the same thing with failure. There's no failure. It's a learning. It's a lesson. We need to switch this up here to know that we didn't fail. We didn't lose. We learned. Okay. And if you can switch that gear, some of that negativity that comes with you feeling like a failure or you feeling like you aren't rising up to that occasion, switch that. You go, oh, I just learned today. Good. What's tomorrow going to throw at me? All right. So take this with you. Maybe come back and listen to this one again, but definitely come back and listen on Mondays. Okay. Monday Mindset. I'm going to be back here Monday for another quick little Monday mindset, little motivation, little energy for you to get your week started so you can get out there and crush it. All right. So guys, take care, take action, have an amazing week, and I'll see you soon. Take care, guys.